This is exactly how I became a database administrator, and now I earn over 6 figures. Now, there's a saying, do what you love and the money will follow. But not all the times. Interestingly, my first love was programming. But to date, I've not written a line of code like developing application. However, I've used my first passion to excel in my current and previous roles. Because once you have that analytical and technical skills in programming, it can help you along the way. Now, the first thing I actually did was to get a degree, just like everybody else, at the University of Technology in Jamaica, of course, in information technology with a minor in enterprise computing. Now, and interestingly, when I just graduated, I was on my way home, I was applying for jobs, wasn't getting any call. Yeah, I was still living in dormitory conditions, right? And it was approaching December about 2015. Yeah, it was in December 2015 when I was saying, what, I'm going home now. I'm not going to be paying any more rent. So I head home, and on my way to country, I received my first phone call for an interview, and it was for a position of a analyst, right? And it was my first interview. I was successful. Now, one thing I can say, I always have confidence, and I can remember in my first interview, I brought my laptop with me and I was ready to demonstrate projects that I would have worked on throughout my college days. And that alone, I know at that moment in that interview would have set me apart from my competitors. And I remember like yesterday when I was leaving that interview, I literally asked, when do I start? Because there's no doubt, I'm confident in my abilities, right? I know what I offer, I know my skills, I know I'm good, right? So I literally asked, when do I start? And I can remember I started working on December the 22nd off the top of my head. And for some reason that date has been a magical date. I literally retired my first job December the 22nd. And interestingly, the first time I resigned from a job was on December the 22nd, right? So I guess the next time I'm gonna be resigning strategically on December the 22nd. But let's see what the future holds. So in that analyst role, I was managing an application called Case. It's a ticketing system, and one of my core roles then would have been to build out, I call it queues, right? And then develop reports from those queues. And then from there, and I can recall expressing to my manager then that I have an interest in database administration, because I did know that I was not going to be doing any form of programming. Reason being, the money programmers get paid to me is a little bit for the type of value that they had. So I was like, no, if I'm going to work, it's not going to be programming, even though it's something I love. Now, I must say, I didn't have the business sense back then that, hey, I can always go and start my own business. No, it wasn't in mind. It was always about go and getting a job. And I know for sure I wasn't gonna be coding, right? So little by little, I started transition into the DBA role. I started installing servers. I remember the senior DBA at the time teaching me stuff. Like his method of teaching me how to do things was, hey, go swim. I appreciate it because it allowed me to learn better than he actually babysitting me and said, this is how you do X, Y, Z. Show a problem to me and me go figure it out, right? So while I'm figuring it out, I have to learn the theory and then actually implement. So I just don't know how to implement. I know the background, how I get to the solution. So those things help me to be rounded and become versed in what I do. So you have to give Caesar what is due unto Caesar. So while in that role as I would say, quote unquote junior DBA, it's not official, but yeah, junior DBA, I'd have went on to do a Microsoft certification. Now in that certification, I can remember I learned some things that today, like when I apply them, like, hey, people still ask me, how do you know this? Because that cert then, it was solid, right? The knowledge that I gained from the courses that I would have taken then, excellent. And that is what I try to do in my courses. I try to put those type of information in my course. because while I was doing courses on Udemy and LinkedIn, I saw that some crucial stuff was kind of missing from them that would give you that hands-on edge, right? So that's one of the gap I try to bridge in my courses that are available on Udemy. So there was some shift in the organization then, right? My then manager become director, my then senior DBA become manager, if I remember correctly, and then I got the official DBA role. So that is basically how I transitioned from having no experience to becoming a database administrator. Now, what I liked about the organization which I was working with is that I got exposed to a lot of things. So I knew Postgres, I knew MySQL, I knew Oracle, I knew MySQL. Now when you go to another organization, you may not get that exposure. So 5 years, not even 5 years, that's too much. So 3 years, not even so much. So let's say 2 years, right, at the organization that I was working. You can literally gain the work experience that someone would have gotten over a 5-year period at another organization. So the salary I was earning then at my first job in Jamaica would have been like actually 6-figure if I was supposed to translate that in terms of standard living to like say the American standard, right? So that money then would be literally equal to what 6-figure is in the United States or say Canada. Now today I find pleasure in actually helping individuals, like teaching them what I already know, helping them to become a better version of themselves in the scope of a DBA, right? It gives me a different feeling when I show you this and like, oh, it makes sense now, you have an understanding of it and like you're no longer apprentice. So basically my pathway to become a DBA in summary would have been, I got an entry-level position as an analyst, and from an analyst I got exposure to database administration by expressing my interest, of course. And then from the junior DBA, I eventually became a senior database administrator. And yeah, I almost forget, I did do the Microsoft certificate along the way. To be honest, I don't remember the name of the certificate because I'm just doing this video off at the top of my head, and it should be, it may have a different name now, right? I'll try and look it up and leave the link to that certificate now in the description of this video. So that's it for now, guys. Don't forget to leave a like or comment on this video.